A special edition of the divisional round playoffs on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens. With that, let's get up to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. There to call all the action. We welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold-out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed.
The first of four berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3 quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
2nd and 3. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And here now, the Baltimore offense.
An excellent year, obviously, because they got the open week, had the bye. But the one thing you always worry about, the rust factor. And I had a coach say to me one time, when you have that open week, you often think about scrimmaging so you're ready to go the next week, but you know you can't. So you cross your fingers and hope your guys are ready to roll.
It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. A run through the starters defensively for the Texans. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Now left side on the swing pass. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Ravens send their punter out now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. Leading them out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural, Deshaun Watson. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. To throw is Watson. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. And let's take a look at the Texans' offense.
And this is a unit that has to feel good about itself. Got the win last week in the wild card round, and oftentimes we say you want to get the open week and get some rest, but many times we see the upsets happen with a team that won the week before and has momentum on its side.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
They run the counter. Stokes. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The starters now defensively for Baltimore.
Clinton Dix attracted a lot of attention when he was about to enter the NFL for his ability to play the football in the air. He's actually shown that he can tackle pretty well in the league, too.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll try the air now with Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cleveland Farrell. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chris Jones, that's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Jordan. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. On 1st down, Meadows. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 1. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. On the run, this is Hunt. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Ravens strike first at 3's in. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On 2nd down, it's Stokes, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morrison. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Houston. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Ready? Back to you. I'm going back to you. Shoot.
On second down now, Meadows. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Here comes the bus.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. This is Hunt on the draw play. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Deshaun Watson making his way back out, the focus of our players' spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to it.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 44, Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. On On second down, it's Stokes. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he fires one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's Isabella open on the right side. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Set 50, plant. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check. Get it. Cut.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Powerful running. Just bowling over tacklers. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. On 2nd down now, Meadows. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. On 2nd down, Meadows. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
A 34-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Deshaun Watson of the Texans offense trot back out there. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. On 2nd and very short, Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Set. 19. It's going to be a long.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Garcia. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Watson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Watson looks to throw again. And he rifles one incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now out comes Houston. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
50's the mark. 50's the mark. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
On 1st down, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Morrison. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. Going right side here, and that's complete. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, Not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
On the ready.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the first of 4 divisional round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it'll be the Oakland Raiders doing battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got one half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now, after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now a give, right side. Stokes, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing on third down, Watson going for the deep ball. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know, the rhythm seems off. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. $51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A gain of 3, second down. Here's a 2nd and 7. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a first down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the first down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there. Not getting the first down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans have retaken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down now, Meadows. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Ready? 10-2 start. Get it. Come.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And we'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. And a completion to Wilson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. This is Hunt, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And that one gives him a 3-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Stokes. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Meadows. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool him a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool him on that play.
Well, they need to get to the 29. If they want to pick up a first here on third down. He'll look to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. On second down, it's Stokes, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. 3rd and long, it's Watson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They'll run on first down. Stokes. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on second down. Watson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Watson now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Stokes. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try the air now with Watson. His pass caught at the 4. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And several days ago, you and I talked with a couple of the guys in the meetings about how big is home field advantage. And they kind of downplayed it a bit, but I think we're seeing here today, building up this lead, looks like they're going to win. Why home field advantage in the divisional round so important?
Yeah, they may have downplayed it, but we could also sense that it was important to them because nothing has to change. You don't have to uproot anything. Sometimes when you're going on the road, you may have to even leave earlier in order to get acclimated if it's going to be a tough environment against the team you're going to play. So being at home was a big deal. But now they know, at least they feel like it, they're moving on to the championship round. There's got to be no better feeling. They'll get that 24-hour rule in. Enjoy that before they look forward to the next opponent.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. Able to find Isabella. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. On 3rd down, Meadows. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
15.
And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense, false start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down. They run the counter. Meadows. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. They run the counter. Meadows. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. He had 5 catches in the wild card win, and that's his 5th here, and it's good for a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Check 50.
Now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Nice hit, boy.
The Ravens send their punter out now. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1 yard line. Set to take over again, Deshaun Watson and this Texans offense. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? Shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
Yeah, I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. He'll look to throw. The catch made by Miller. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Back to throw. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. It's caught. It's Miller. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Garcia. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
They'll try and run for it. But he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
They had to convert there on 4th down, and they ran the football. Major surprise, but they pick it up. Now they've got to really hurry.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to potentially send us to overtime. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they got themselves in position to at least entertain the thoughts of an overtime, but as it turns out, it was not meant to be, Charles.
And you feel bad for a kicker in this spot. He's going to have to shoulder a lot of the blame, but in reality, this will be a team loss. They didn't do enough collectively to get the job done.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over, he in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss it. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the gang, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now.